qui est sorti la même année que Tiny Wine. Mais en fait, en regardant mes vidéos, je me suis rendu compte que en fait, j'ai jamais fini ce jeu apparemment. La playlist est marquée en complet, mais je vois pas la dernière partie. Et sauf du fait que je me souviens de presque rien, pour le finir le jeu cette fois-ci. À mon avis, ce qui a dû se passer, c'est que j'ai dû avoir un bug d'enregistrement parce que pour que la dernière partie disparaisse comme ça.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. Your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
C'est un peu une équipe d'enquête.
My bed don't weigh the same. Change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station. I'm playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Quoique, attends, j'ai un doute. Est-ce que c'est sur la mort de l'ami qu'on enquête ou est-ce que c'est un truc qui arrive après? Je crois que... Je suis pas sûr en vrai. Bon, on verra. On verra. De toute façon, on verra bien. On verra bien. Peut-être que des trucs vont me revenir au fur et à mesure. Ah, et aussi, il y a une histoire de Twin Mirror parce que je crois que le héros, il y a une espèce de double personnalité.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Pourquoi?
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Pourquoi tu m'emmerdes? Je dois aller où? Ah putain, ok, c'est par là.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Ok.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Oh, wow. C'est Basswood, la ville, ok.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things. I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
Aww.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
Oh, I like that.
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine. You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway. These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
Oh, des animaux. Il y a quoi? Des naturels volants, des renards, des mulots, des lapins et des chauves-souris. On a également vu des lynx, des oiseaux, des plusieurs de l'Est ont été repérés. Une demi-heure après le coucher du soleil et une demi-heure avant le
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Oh, ils mettent leur bouffe là-dedans pour pas que les autres le mangent, c'est ça? Je suis pas sûr.
I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Oui. Du coup, ah bah parfait. Je prévois qu'à la fin du jeu, quelqu'un va tomber là. Je rigole si c'est vraiment ça. Oh.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Oh. Il y a une espèce de palais mental, j'imagine.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this. This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening. come on, Anna. Look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna,
Oh.
you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam,
Oh.
what are you doing?
C'est pas évident.
I'm trying to be romantic.
Oh.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
Eh ben, je crois bien que si, cocotte.
I'm down on one knee, a ring.
Oui,
What else would I be
c'est ce que
doing?
j'allais dire. Tu crois qu'il est en train de faire quoi?
You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now.
Bah oui, putain, dis
Anna.
quelque chose au moins.
Please say something.
Même si c'est
Sam.
non.
Put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
Bah oui, mais je sais pas, c'est la convention, quoi, non?
You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Ah, genre, elle veut pas se marier? Ah.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss? I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Ah.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Ouais, bon, elle arrive.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Ah bah super, je peux recevoir mes messages, je peux même pas y répondre, what the fuck. Pour devenir. Je crois qu'il y a une scène dans un camp de caravane, mais je sais plus quand et je sais plus ce qu'on vient y foutre. Je viens d'avoir un flash là. Enfin bref. On va pour détendre. Ah, Bug. Ah, c'est une gamine, c'est ça? La fille de Nick. Ok. Et donc c'est ma filleule. D'avoir
Yuli.
12 ans.
You actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Ça fait 2 ans, oui, sûrement.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Ah, elle a même une espèce de mythe sur son
So,
You left.
sur son sur son gilet.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Oui. Alors, ne parlons pas de ça, non. Laisse-moi expliquer.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know
Attends,
what to
c'est
say
pas
to
que
that.
genre, Anna s'est mise
You're right.
avec lui et qu'ils ont... Non, la gosse a l'air...
I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone.
Non, la gosse a l'air vieille. Je pense que Nick a eu avec quelqu'un d'autre.
I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
Ouais. J'essaye, surtout sur les gens qui sont genre la famille, tout ça. J'essaie, la famille, les amis, j'essaie
Listen,
toujours d'être honnête.
I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad.
Mhm. Il lui est arrivé quoi?
It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed.
Oh.
He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong.
Un accident
I
de
don't buy
voiture
it.
et la gamine pense que
I'm
c'est
just
pas un
in town
accident.
for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley?
D'accord, donc
Please.
c'est comme ça que ça commence.
She
ok.
wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
Je t'ai rien demandé à toi, le bigleux.
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
Ah, une autre enquête, donc c'est quelque chose qu'il a
A
déjà
few
fait avant.
questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again.
Non, moi je
It's your
maintiens
call.
que je vais vraiment essayer d'être honnête. Franchement, si elle trouve que c'est bizarre, elle connaît bien son père, moi je dis allez.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy
De
or
toute façon,
something, but
s'il y a vraiment
wanna
rien,
know for
on
sure.
va rien
I get
trouver
it.
et puis basta. Alors que
Thanks,
on a
Millie.
tout à gagner s'il y a vraiment quelque chose.
I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too.
Oh,
Can't hide in your
random
car all night.
détail que j'ai que dont
Who
je
says
viens
I'm
de me rappeler
hiding out here?
encore. Il me
I do.
semble que la mère de Joan, je crois qu'elle a une voix
See
que je
inside.
connais. Et que je me souviens quand j'ai vu le générique, j'étais en mode attends, c'était elle? Ah, j'ai vu le générique, donc ça veut dire que j'ai bien fini le jeu. Mais j'en ai aucun souvenir et c'est pas sur YouTube. Ah, fait chier, merde. Bon, bah, je vais essayer de tendre l'oreille, on verra bien. Donc ça veut dire que la femme de Nick, on va sûrement la rencontrer. Ah, il prend des médocs en plus, c'est vrai. Les gens qui avalent les médocs tout roux comme ça, je comprends pas. Comment ils font ça? Alors, est-ce que c'est là?
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
Voiture
Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara.
Attends, j'imagine que c'est une bagnole énorme, alors qu'en vrai, ça va être genre une petite dame toute menue, toute gentille. Voiture
Some
de
of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
Ouais, en gros, on est dans une ville où il n'y a pas beaucoup de police, c'est ça l'idée. Tu peux analyser une autre voiture ou pas? Ah, il y a une piste pour accélérer, ok.
Same old town, same old bar. The more things change.
Plus les choses changent et plus elles restent
Yes,
pareilles.
the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a
Allez,
Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you, even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
voilà. Eux, ils ont dit qu'ils sont pas plus sympas, donc allez hop, go câliner.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Quelqu'un qui dit « Oh, je demande ça comme ça », dans 95% des cas, il le demande pour une raison.
Here we go.
Putain, mais si c'est pour rien, me le demande pas, wesh. Je suis un peu trigger pour rien, là, moi, du coup. Ces concepts. J'avais presque envie de revoir le début du gameplay pour, comment dire, pour me souvenir, mais au final, le faire en pseudo-blind, je trouve ça un peu mieux. Alors, il y a des gens. Oh.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot
Ouais,
investigative
donc c'est ça,
reporter.
un journaliste.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. Would that mean you couldn't leave town? And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far.
Toi, tu cherches la merde, je ne vais pas répondre à tes provocations.
That's what I thought.
C'est moi
Come on,
qui
it
devrais
ain't
crever les
worth
pneus de ta voiture.
Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
Putain, j'arrive et les gens m'agressent. Ouais, allez.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
Pourquoi t'as une tête de connard, toi?
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
I didn't know you read Dickens, Ethan. Not really. You just
Walter
quoted
can be
a couple
overwhelming
times.
at times,
Sounded good.
but he means well.
Then you should read.
So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
He loved people, sharing things, having fun together. Take video games. He didn't even care if it was some cooking game or shooting game or what, as long as we were playing together.
I always prefer my games analog. Chess, Go. You two did seem to bond over them, though.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little
Moi, j'ai l'impression
details.
que ça...
I remember the bar bets about
Un
that
détail,
safe
parce
spot
que-
in Pac-Man.
Attendez, excusez-moi les loulous. Parce que la gamine, elle a dit qu'il a eu un accident de voiture. Mais que c'était pas plausible parce qu'il conduisait comme une mémé. Et là, le mec vient de dire qu'il gardait toujours ses fenêtres ouvertes parce que sinon il avait des trucs de claustrophobie. Toute la vie, il s'est passé une douille et quand on retrouvera sa voiture, les fenêtres seront pas ouvertes. Je fais ce call-là.
He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Comment ça va vraiment? Bah écoute, t'as l'air d'être un pote, alors je vais être franc avec toi.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for
Attends,
an
mais tu
actual
peux lui
round
parler
later.
au
Must.
barman avec son petit bouc là? Avec son petit bouc mignon? Oh, attends.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ok, donc lui, il a regardé.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
Ok, je peux lui parler?
He's
à lui,
owned this
là?
bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Oh, il bosse tout seul. C'est quoi ton petit nom? Ethan, avec ton petit bouc mignon.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that. You always did know how to start a ruckus.
Ok.
Can't say I
Donc,
missed
lui,
that.
il a un navire. Elle non plus.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Bonjour.
Tara?
Oh, me?
Ah,
I've
c'est
had
elle,
this
Sarah,
stomach
ok.
thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No. The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote online.
Ah,
You
salut
must have
Sam,
put
j'ai des
in a
problèmes de
lot of
digestion.
labor
Ton ami
that
est mort brûlé. Tu as rencontré Hugues? Alors, qu'est-ce que vous en avez pensé?
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Elle est sérieuse.
The writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done.
Attends.
Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's
vrai.
nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Ok, lui, c'est le
Oh,
patron
and
de la
Sam, you-
pharmacie.
But for
ok.
now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Gonna be a stranger, Sam.
Ok. Ah. Alors, ah, voilà la mère. Chérie Mitchell.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work
I
ethic.
thought it was 4,000.
Ok. Chérie Mitchell. Je peux pas lui parler à elle. Ah, John est là. Coucou, choupinette.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Je sais pas pourquoi j'avais dans
Of
la
course they
tête
did, Bug.
que l'ex de Sam était en couple avec Nick. Je sais pas pourquoi.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
You seen
Anna,
Anna? How is she? Is she here tonight?
Yeah, she's getting ready.
Getting ready for what?
I don't know. Something. I've been avoiding her.
Okay.
She's kind of like mothering me. A lot. A lot. And my own mom is already too much mom. You know? Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Ok. Du coup, autant aller là. Pour le Cathy. Ah, il fallait que je mette une photo, non? Et j'imagine que je la mettrais...
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Est-ce que j'en parle à la mère? Bah, la mère, je sais... Ah, stop. Autant mon pote, le patron journaliste, c'était logique que je lui en parle, mais son ex-femme... surtout que c'est la mère de la gamine, et c'est la gamine qui m'a demandé d'enquêter. Je pense que je vais le regretter, mais je vais lui dire ça.
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head.
Bah, perso, j'ai rien
I
mis,
frankly
hein.
thought you knew better.
Ses pensées étaient
Do you
déjà
think she
dans
has
sa
a
tête.
point?
I think you should stay away from her.
Donc, la photo. Photo, et marqué quoi? Palais mental?
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path.
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up.
Pardon.
You
Ah,
probably
donc c'est
saved
bien
some
ça.
lives, you
C'est
know.
bien ce que j'avais cru comprendre.
Dad.
Sam a écrit
I'm
un
Yuli.
article
Language.
sur la mine, et la mine a fermé après ça.
Is that a wedding ring?
Ouais, je vais demander
I
ton
didn't
père
know
en
you were
mariage.
thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... it feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. Bug was so small back then.
Bah, vous êtes net, putain.
Those two were a great team.
Ok.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
Oh. C'était Nick et Anna.
Happier times.
Oh.
Wonder who took that picture.
Nick et Anna avaient l'air de mieux s'entendre que
Look
que
at
Nick et
us. He was more her best friend than a dad. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went
Bonjour,
careening out of
numéro
town
2.
like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
That wasn't the reason I left town.
Oh, you think it was that girl of yours? You left because the town hated your guts.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Je ne crois pas que ça m'ait vraiment quelque chose à faire.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Ah, elle va jouer. Ok. Ton truc, ok, vas-y.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Calme l'interruption. Ça va, cocotte? Ça a pas l'air d'aller. C'est quoi ça? Memento? Memento? Peut-être des bougies, j'en sais rien.
Anna?
Sam!
Bah oui, allez, câlin. Ça va?
I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Ouais, je vais lui dire, ouais, c'était dur de
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or two, 5 if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven.
Au moins, il avait
as
l'air
he
de bien
used to put it.
s'entendre avec son beau-père.
You know, Nick and I had moved in together.
Ah, bah voilà,
Started
c'est
to
bien ce
get
qui me semblait.
serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Yeah. That's, you too. Must be so hard.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was gonna tell you.
Ben, visiblement, il était
Yeah,
pas au courant.
I knew, but knowing and, knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Bah, tu sais quoi, foutu pour foutu.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a
Ferme ta
wake.
gueule, Bigleux.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always. I get it. I just. You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Demander à elle, c'est peut-être pas une bonne idée.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
So tragic, what happened to Nick. The detail. Those are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
Well, you were, Tara. You can't talk about Nick like that.
What did I say? It was only the truth. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around. Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Bah alors, chouchoute, j'ai parlé du meurtre à mon ex et maintenant elle m'en veut. Passe une bonne soirée. Prends un verre.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed. Few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Ok.
Oh, it's
Ma
a good
foi.
choice. Sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. Who could prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan can lose
I
his
wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Hey!
Leave me alone.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Ugh, you guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
pourrait aller nulle part rien à la limite, je pense. Ouais, je vais lui parler.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay. What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh? I am so very sorry. You stuck in existence, stuck in my head, just a terrible state you're in. Get your anger and sarcasm out of your system. Better you take it out on me than anyone else. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
J'allais dire, en général, quand tu dis à quelqu'un ne fais pas quelque chose de stupide dans une œuvre de fiction, t'es sûr que c'est ce qui va arriver. Ah, 9h15, ok.
Checkout was at 9.
Quoi?
Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay, okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9?
Bah en même temps, si tu t'étais pas bourré la gueule et que tu t'étais couché à une heure convenable, t'aurais pas eu ce problème.
Head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? Ugh, I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Bon, ben, je vais arrêter là-dessus. Oh là là. Oh là là. Bon, bah, à bientôt, Sam. On verra dans quelle merde tu t'es fourré.